Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K and welcome for another Pokemon battle. Normally I would have the rating battles that were in the special cup, I'll call it today, in their own video. However, I do have this rotation battle I want to share, and I do think there's room for another battle, and I couldn't really think of a better battle to complement that rotation battle than the double battle. So once again, if you are interested in one battle and not the other, feel free to check the video description to figure out when in the video the rotation battle starts. Scroll the video to that time frame and feel free to just watch the rotation battle. If you want to see what I do with this rating battle though, feel free to stick around and I will get to it eventually. I'm pretty sure my team needs no introduction here. They're all Pokemon that have been in battle videos featured on this channel in the past. And my opponent's team isn't actually that much different. There's only the Diggersby and Talonflame, and if you actually watch enough battle videos, Diggersby and Talonflame need no introduction either. However, there is an interesting twist to this Talonflame that I figured I would point out to you guys. Unless it's a common set that I just wasn't aware of. You'll have to let me know for yourselves if that's the case though. So my Battle Spot opponent will be leading out with her Talonflame and AG Slash, and I will be leading with the typical double battle combo I have of GA my Kalosao and AG Slash. Now that's the interesting thing. This Talonflame actually has Protect. Is that just useful to cancel out Fake Outers in the first turn? Cause the Ghost type I definitely couldn't fake out, and I really wanted to get fake out on one of them, so AG Slash did the Source Dance. Another shocking thing is that the AG Slash goes straight for the Iron Head and actually is able to take out my Misao in one hit. That surprised me a bit. I decided to bring in my Greninja here to get rid of this AG Slash before it can do any more damage, but I decided to go for the King Shield this turn. Granted, I'm not too worried because I'm not going to get the attack drop. The Talonflame decides to be support and go for the Tailwind this turn. So it may make more sense that I attack the AG Slash, but I decided to go for the Talonflame because I really just want to take out the AG Slash, and I thought Dark Pulse would be more than enough to take it out. I guess this works in my favor though, because now I don't get the attack drop and I'm able to get that Talonflame out there before it can do any serious damage to my AG Slash. Although I will admit that was pure coincidence that I was able to get it to swap out because of the eject button that the Talonflame had. My opponent does a great job making this work to her advantage though, because now she's going to bring the Talonflame back in, and now the Diggersby and Talonflame are on the same field together, things are going to get ugly on my end. At first I thought everything was going my way. I was doing that nice shield so I could do my Surf without hurting my partner and take out both of these Pokemon. However, the Diggersby has Earthquake, and that is pretty much what I was trying to do with Surf, but to me instead of my opponent. I am going to be able to take out Talonflame though. The Diggersby just barely lives the hit though. And I haven't fought enough Diggersbys to know if they're just that bulky normally, but it's not going to work to my advantage because it's low health, it's got that Leech Shade Berry, so his attack's going to be raised even more. So if I can't take it out right away, things are doomed for me. And I thought things were actually working out alright. You know why? I'll tell you why. It's because I had a derp. I probably made the dumbest play this second that I've ever made in battling, ever. I go for the Shadow Sneak on Diggersby, and my head is like, oh, I'm gonna take out this Diggersby before it can do anything wrong to me. Stupid me forgets that Diggersby is part normal as well as ground, cause really now, we've had a lot of ground types in Pokemon, and this is the first time there's ever been one that's normal. I cannot believe out of all the things that Diggersby can do to screw you over, that's the way I go down. Though I don't think it mattered. Even if I didn't make that mistake, my Greninja would have to be faster than the Diggersby, and that was not going to happen. Because unless Diggersby was slower than AG Slash normally, it definitely wasn't slower than my Greninja, so I wouldn't have been able to take it out, even if those freeze hacks on top of this, would have happened. Although when I say freeze hacks, I mean dumb luck. Because I've just so used to saying it because of all the other people that I watch do Pokemon battles say it like that. So when I complain about hacks and someone comes up to me and asks, wait a minute, people hack the luck in Pokemon? I have to correct myself to let them know that I am talking about the luck of the game. So apologies if I ever talked about hacks and confused you guys. So onwards to the next battle. So now we have the rotation battle. The Missile and Diddle are the same as before. This time I'm bringing back 2 old favorites though as well, including Naruto, my Mega Aggron, and Kanji, my Electric Drive. I wanted to give Mega Aggron another try, and it turns out that it works out better than I thought it would for this particular battle. You'll see why once it actually starts up though. Before we begin, I do decide to speed up this battle because it does go a bit slow at times. So you can let me know below if you'd rather have it sped up like this, or for me to put music over the game audio, because I do appreciate the sound effects, and some of these tracks actually sound pretty good sped up like this, in my eyes, or my ears. But I am just one person and I could just have a really bad taste in music or something. So I'm going to lead off with everyone but Diddle, and my opponent's going to lead off with an Ursaring, a Duskull, and a Malwil. First turn here, I'm going to go straight into my Aragon's Mega Evolution, hoping to take advantage of the fact that I'm slower than all the Pokemon that she has. However, what I don't see coming is this Protect, and it's actually a smart play on her part, considering that this is an Ursaring that relies on Guts. So I try to take advantage of this high attack by using Metal Burst, but I'm actually faster than one of her Pokemon. It's odd at first, but now that she reveals that she's a Trick Room team, it actually makes a bit more sense. Now minus the Aragon, all of my Pokemon are slower than hers. I try to take advantage of this, but because I stayed in, I get burned, and Aragon pretty much acts as a wall for the rest of the fight. Although this does work to my advantage, I feel, in certain cases. I figure this is a great time for a Fake Out to just stall out the Trick Room, which is why I go into my Missile. I go for this Fake Out, which means that there's one less turn I have to worry about anyone attacking. I try to go for Metal Burst, so that's not going to work for me though, because it's a topsy-turvy land. What is fast is slow, and what is slow is fast. So I take a nice Decay to the face, and I have no way to counter it, which would have been a shame. It would have been really nice to use Metal Burst right on it, but Trick Room says no. And now the Duskull reveals this annoying feature, the fact that it is substitute base. Like, having to watch out for the possibility of any of my Pokemon getting burned at any time wasn't bad enough. It has substitute, and I don't break the substitute. So even though Trick Room is over, I have to worry about the fact that anytime I want to bring in a Pokemon, it could get burned. So I decided to go for a U-turn, try to get my Diddle in here, so I make better use of the Trick Room that my opponent is inevitably going to set up. And I think I get the best Pokemon I could to copy. You'll see later on why. But I think overall it's just because it has the best capability to attack all the Pokemon. Plus it has Sucker Punch, so no matter the speed, if my opponent goes for an attacking move, I can always get the hit off. So I managed to get rid of the substitute. My opponent goes for the Trick Room though again, so I'm going to have to worry about being slower than everything once more. I swap in my Aragon expecting the Will-Whip. It does pay off because I do manage to not get burned, or at least have no one else get burned. So predicting that he wouldn't go for Will-Whip twice in a row, I go with my Mellow, try to go for the Play Rough to get as much damage off as I can on something, anything. But she does go for the substitute again, so it does work to my advantage because I'm able to get his health down a little bit more, but not much. As you can see here, I'm going to be swapping to my Aragon a lot, just because it has burn already and I don't want anything else to get burned. So I'm actually going to stay in, hoping to try to finish up the Duskull, but it's just going to go for the Trick Room instead. Probably fearing me getting flinches off on it with the Trick Room up. Although, that was not my original intent, it does work out, and I'm able to take out the Duskull. So it pretty much took my entire Aragon, but I at least don't have to worry about getting burned by anything else on her party anymore. This does allow me to reveal that her final Pokemon is a Metagross, and she goes in Ursaring here, probably trying to stall out me so I die to the burn, but I do swap into my Mallow. I do go for a Sucker Punch, probably with the hopes that the Metagross would stay in and try to attack me. But at least the Earth Ring takes burn damage, and no one's lost quite yet. I go for Earthquake here, knowing that 2 of the 3 Pokemon I'm facing are Steel types, so it'll work. And my air balloons that I've equipped to the Electric Drive has worked out, because I was able to take an Earthquake. Not anymore, because the balloons have been popped, but I'm able to get a power-up punch here, with the hope that it would allow me to take out one of the Steel types in the near future. That does not turn out to be the case, though. I do go for the Sucker Punch, and apparently I was the one to have a successful Sucker Punch, even though we both went for Sucker Punch. I probably would have to look up why that is. I lose my Electric Drive to the Earth Ring, but there wasn't really much else he could do. At the health range he was at, pretty much any one of the Pokemon could take it out, and it was pretty much slower than every Pokemon on our team. At this point in the battle, I was like, oh shoot, I'm a dill, I really gotta watch my PP. So I was watching the PP for Sucker Punch and Play Rough very carefully to make sure that it counts, trying to make my predictions count. I'm luckily able to go for the Sucker Punch, predicting the Metagross to come in, and that will take out the Metagross. With that, there's only 2 Pokemon I have to worry about versus my 3, although technically 2 because 1 is about to die to burn the moment I send it out. So I have to watch my plays and preferably send it out in a time that counts, kinda like this one, where the Fakai would normally take out one of my Pokemon at the health range they're all at. So it better be the Aggron, so the Earth Ring can take a little bit of burn damage, and I don't have to waste a Sucker Punch. Speaking of which, I'm very low on Sucker Punch PP at this point, so I go for Play Rough. Works out to my advantage because my opponent goes for Sucker Punch, doesn't do anything to me, and I'm able to take out this Mallow with the Play Rough. And at this point it's a good game because my opponent's gonna run next turn, probably figuring that if I don't take out the Earth Ring with Sucker Punch, I could probably stall her out, and the burn would take her out. Or maybe even my Misao would be faster than the Earth Ring and a high jump kick, if timed well, would finish the job. Either way, I wasn't too disappointed about the run because the battle was pretty much set at this point. So I hope you all enjoyed the battle spot battles. And there should be more coming up in the future. Hopefully at this point I've kind of set down the schedule of having 2 battles per week, Saturday and Sunday, preferably with the live battle being on Sunday. If you want to learn more about that, I explained it in the announcement video I have, but assuming it'll be a couple weeks before this one goes up. You've probably seen at least one Battle Spot Live battle by the time this goes up, and if I haven't done one of those Battle Spot Live battles at this point, I am sorry. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Comment below of how I should approach speed-ups, either with beating up the music itself, or putting in music that is related to the type of battle going on. Like always, I encourage you to check out the other videos I produce on my channel, especially if you're a fan of commentary playthroughs. If you're not, I do this thing called Jackie K Creates on occasions. I bring it up because I am working on one when making this video. Currently, you can get to it by going to my channel, clicking on the playlist tab, and then scrolling through the playlists I have. Jackie K Creates is a little bit in there, so you might have to scroll all the way and click more playlists in order to pull it up. But if I remember, I'll just include a link to the Jackie K Creates playlist in the video description, or as an annotation. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back for more content on the channel. See you all later.